Hey guys, it's Comics 559. My name is Joey, coming at you again with another comic haul. This one is from Comics Elite. Pretty much last Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and even Sunday, I had purchased stuff. Uh, what was it? I don't remember what I got Thursday, but Friday, I know that they were doing Yanks. So they have boxes set up 25, 50, 75, $100, $250. You claim you want, say, a $100 yank, and they'll randomly, they have one girl who is doing it while somebody else set up the boxes. So she'll go and they'll write your name down on a sticky. They'll she'll basically randomly pull one out, and whatever they show you that you got, that's what you got, and it's usually worth more than whatever you pay, but that's to make you a deal. I remember this last one of the last ones for this week. They did oh no, when did they do that one? I forgot when they did it, but basically um, this guy made like $100 pull or $100 yank, and they accidentally put in a book, a graded book, and it was a Walking Dead. I don't remember what number it was, but it was valued at like $300. They even went on to say, it was kind of an accident. Don't expect that again. Although it could happen again later on down the line. But there's potential of that happening. So Saturday and Sunday they had damage book sales, and the damage book sales, the damage on them, they wouldn't specify. They just said don't expect a 9.8. But there was several people who said that some of these books aren't even damaged at all. So it's probably just them trying to get rid of inventory, making room for other stuff. So I mean that's pretty cool too. I mean, like variant books are, depending on the price, could have been sold for like $10, some for $5, some for $3, depending on what they were. So I got a whole bunch of those. I did a $100 yank and got some cool stuff out of there. So I'll go ahead. I haven't opened them up yet. I just got them. 12:03 is the time. I do have an appointment at 1:30, so I'm gonna open these on camera right now. I know that last time I did a video, right as I ended, I seen somebody had put a comment, kind of go back and show the stuff again, and I apologize. Oh, it came in another box. Cool. So I apologize that I wasn't able to get to that before I actually signed off. Um, I will recap once once I get through the stuff again. So, and I got 3 packages, and I actually have another art print that I haven't showed yet. So these are in no particular order. I don't know if this was my $100 yank or if these are my damage. So we will find out together. I actually think this first one might be my $100 yank. Yeah, I think actually it is. So the other cool thing about Comics Elite is if you buy, I think it's like over $20 book, they will automatically put them in top loaders, and I think they might even include like Mylar. What is it called? A Mylar bag and board, basically, not the board itself, but a Mylar bag. Actually, these might be some of the damaged ones that I picked up. Yeah, I think they are because I see a little bit of damage on some of them. All right, so first up, and I don't think these are the books I actually purchased the first day. They might have been the second day, but these are all really cool books. And I do see where some of the damages that they are talking about, at least on this one, it actually ain't too bad. A couple marks at the top. The first up is Edge of Venomverse, and this is a variant edition #1. Let's see, where can I drop these? Not drop them, but you know what I mean. So Edge of Venomverse #1. Next up, and this one is in the top loader. I think that is Mylar. It might not be. It kind of feels a little bit thicker. So this one is, gosh, I don't even remember. Let's see. So anyway, it's this cover. Virgin, Wolverine there. You can see Venom. Okay, and I do see where the damage is on this one too. That actually might be able to be pressed out. That's not too bad at all. And I think this book was like a $10 book. Okay, so this is Lethal Protector, Absolute Carnage Lethal Protector. And it's a Comics Elite exclusive. So yeah, really cool. I probably won't be able to see it. My camera gets a little grainy when I get up too close. So, but right up in this corner, there's a little bit of a crease. Like I said, that actually looks like it might be able to be pressed out. So, I mean, that damaged book sale is a really good sale. Even if I were to get it pressed and send it in for grading and it didn't come back a 9.8, I mean, it's still a high grade. All right, next up is, and hold on, I'm checking to see where maybe this damage. Okay, I see kind of like a couple like creases. Once again, possibly be able to be pressed out. Little Web of Venom, Carnage Born #1. And the last in this little envelope that I got or package is this one. And once again, I don't remember exactly what book this is. Let's see. Amazing Spider-Man #1. This is a Comics Elite and Unknown Comics exclusive. This variant is printed from Unknown Comics. Yeah. So #1 variant, Virgin. Sup, Chris? Let's see. Close to it. How do I? There he is.
Hey, you learn how to add people.
Yeah.
What's up, dude?
I'm slowly learning this stuff. What's up?
You happen to start when I'm at lunch, so I could stay on for a minute here. Well, I'll probably be like driving to work, so we'll have to do this like punk rock style.
Okay. So I got some damaged books from Comics Elite. I don't know if you chimed into that one when I shared it.
I saw that Wolverine one. That's when I came in.
Okay.
So that's actually pretty cool. I mean, what kind of prices were they doing the damaged books for? Like price range?
Pretty much anywhere between $10, $5, and $3. So your $10 books would be obviously like your high-end books, Virgin covers. So like the Wolverine, that was like $10. Carnage Born, 10. And then I think my Venomverse probably was like, was probably like 5.
That's actually cool for the Virgin covers. So long as they're not a big color break, I don't mind that. I mean, I feel like sometimes I get those covers off the shelf and they're actually technically damaged.
Yeah. Yeah, none of these actually had color breaks. A lot of the stuff looked like it could have. What else we got?
This is your day off, right?
I'm out on injury leave.
Are you really? Oh, I think I heard you say that. Oh, crap. How long's that going?
So far, 2 weeks in.
So you are you just opening the Comics Elite stuff, or what'd you get? I didn't see the beginning.
Yeah. Pretty much everything I'm getting is almost Comics Elite, except for like my subscriptions.
It's hard for me to stay on those. It's hard for me to stay on those Facebook and Instagram sales.
When's the last time you had played in a?
Because sorry, it's sort of hard for me to stay on those because I can't like. Most of the time, I'm looking at this stuff on my phone, and I can't. You can't like leave the. You can't like leave the sale and have it on. Like on YouTube, since I pay for Google Music, like when I get off on my phone, I could still see it in the corner, kind of thing. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I can't sit and pay attention that long on Instagram and Facebook without like trying to go to the next thing. I'm gonna have to give us the nose hair view.
You know what's funny is even though I have attention deficit disorder, I could sit there for like the 3 hours and watch what they have for sale.
Yeah, you keep it on.
Yeah, it's like my therapy, I guess.
See, I got to be a guy. So I do that, right? Like if I'm on the chats like this, or on the chats like on Perry or something like that, I can like screw around like that. But then I can always like go search something, you know, like I'm still a multitasker. Yeah. So I guess that's my special kind of ADD, right? But then on Facebook, I can't leave Facebook, or else I leave the live stream.
Yeah. Know what you mean. That's why I keep my phone handy. No. So if I need to multitask.
Yeah. What else you got?
All right. So this next one. These next three are going to be from a $100 yank that I bought, and this one is Venom number 12, E2E2 exclusive, signed, and I think that's. Can't tell. Is that Stegman?
Yeah, that's a hell of a book. Who at the signature?
Yeah.
It's probably Stegman. Is that number 12?
Yeah,
it could be Ivan. I can't look at it closely right now, but that could be Ivan Coelho. I think he might have started drawing it around 12. What do you think? What does it look like?
I think they might have actually wrote it down. Let me check. Oh, it doesn't specify on there. So I think it is Stegman.
Hey, but it's Stegman's. Yeah, it would have been right around then that they switched. Around then was his last issue, and then he went to draw Absolute Carnage, and Ivan Coelho took over. So that's right before War of the Realms. It's a nice book either way, though. Yeah.
And anybody looking at it?
Oh, yeah. That's Stegman.
Yeah, that is.
That's Stegman. Yeah, that's for sure Stegman.
That's cool.
I got it. I stopped at a red light so I could look down.
Better than going through it. All right, now this next one up is Absolute Carnage number 4, Cult of Carnage variant, and this is a double signature by Stegman and Donny Cates.
It's a beautiful book.
Yeah.
So, while you're showing that one, what I'm doing with Absolute, did you buy the individual issues as they were coming out for Absolute Carnage?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. So the omnibus is coming out. And so what I'm thinking is that I'm going to just sell my individual issues of Absolute Carnage and the tie-ins. Because there's a part of me that wants to like read stuff as it comes out and be current. But then there's another part of me that just wants like not my stuff not to be in a white box. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I was thinking about selling those and then like put it towards the omnibus that's coming out that has all the tie-ins and Absolute Carnage in it,
Yeah.
and that might look cool.
I actually did that with one book that I got from Comics Elite, but it hasn't come out yet. It was pre-ordered. It was the Planet of the Symbiotes, back from the 90s.
Oh yeah.
Because I think the run is like really expensive on eBay right now. Not that I've ever spent a lot of money on something on eBay, but you know, found it on Comics Elite. We're selling it, I think, for like $15. So I was like,
Yeah,
oh.
that's pretty good.
All right, so next up is another double signature Absolute Carnage #2 Codex variant, with also Stegman and Donny Cates down there at the side.
I've never seen that one.
Yeah.
That's nice.
All right. Oh, I'm gonna throw this in here real quick since I got it out. Picked up another art print from Cameron Johnson. And
Who's that from?
Cameron Johnson.
I don't know who that is. That's nice though.
He does a book called Bone Check. It's not really well known, but it's picking up popularity. But he also did a remark. He did a remark right there.
Oh, nice. Did you wait? You've showed that book before, right?
Yeah, I believe I have Bone Check book. Yeah.
Yeah. I knew it sounded familiar, and then I think it was one of those books I put in the back of my head to go get, and then I forgot.
Yeah, that one. The one I got was a trade paperback, but he does sell them individually too.
Yeah, I have to go look for the trade. Have you read it yet, or just flip through it?
Kind of flip through it. I mean, the art in it is like really cool. It kind of reminds me of some of the art that was in the heavy metal magazines.
Oh yeah, I mean that could be very different, all right, but very different artists.
Yeah.
Like realistic art. Do you have it there?
You cut out there. I didn't hear you.
I said, are you opening it right there?
No.
Oh, okay.
I haven't put it.
You have to show me some of that. Show me some of that later. I'll go look it up when I can.
I'm gonna have some more damage books here.
Hey, before you start showing those, so what you just showed was in the $100 yank or whatever?
Yes.
Okay, so how does that work? Is it essentially a mystery box?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, it's just like that. So what they have is they have some comic boxes set up. They have one that's like $25, $50, $75, the $100, and $250. And then they have another box that's like $5 pool. So you tell them, you want a $100 game. They pull one out that they have somebody else put in earlier, so you don't know what you're getting.
So in a $100 yank, you got a bunch of Venoms.
Yeah, luckily.
So that was just luck then that you got Venoms.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, that's pretty cool. I thought I thought it had to work some way different if you got if you ended up with Venoms. Like it rarely works out like that.
Yeah, very rare. So
yeah.
The first time I did the pull or the yanks, I think I did like a $50 yank, and I got that Bone Check book.
Okay.
So yeah, totally random, not something that I probably normally would have picked up off the shelf, but I've been starting to like the artist more and more, so maybe it worked out after all.
So is that what made you follow that artist, and that's why you have that print and you picked up some other stuff from him?
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. That's the way to do it.
Yeah. All right, so this first one in the next damage fund or pile is Fallen Angels #6.
That's a great cover.
Yeah, I really like that one.
Yeah.
I'm not really collecting that series, but that cover just like grabbed me. Just like
Who's that?
Just like in the movie Stabber.
Do you know who did that cover?
No, I don't.
I just took a peek at it, so I didn't have a chance to look at it closely.
Yeah, I don't see any name on the front cover.
That's a nice cover. That book could have been a little bit better.
Yeah.
I like the artist in that book. His name's Szymon Kudranski. He's a Polish guy actually, but it was a little bit weird when you look on the inside. I think it's like the kind of art that you probably wouldn't like.
I'll have to check it out.
Yeah, flip through it. I mean, be careful because it's a nice book, but.
All right, next up is, I don't recall ordering that one, but maybe I did. So this is The Dark Knight Returns, The Golden Child. I believe this is number 1. And I think this is the controversial cover.
It's controversial about it.
Well, something to do with what was going on and what was it, China or Japan when they were having those political protests.
Oh.
Yeah, I had read something about it on like Key Collector.
I have to look that up. That didn't come on my radar.
Mm-hmm.
Is that the book that Frank Miller wrote?
Yes.
Okay.
It's basically going on with what was it, Dark Knight Return? Yeah, Dark Knight Returns. So this is just like the third part of that series.
Yeah. I drove all the way home for lunch today.
How far's the drive?
Do you remember where the Sun Coast was when you were here?
Not exactly.
Any chance? It's where we played roulette the day before your wedding.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, it's in Summer. So I work in Summerlin now, and then I live just outside Summerlin. So I don't have to take a freeway. Let's put it that way. I just drive straight down that road.
Okay. So basically, what Key Collector says is the comic has been criticized for supporting pro-democracy riots in Hong Kong.
Oh. Yeah. Well, then we like it. It just can't be sold in Beijing, probably.
Probably. All right. This next one up was actually from a $5 pool. So I requested 2 $5 pools, and then out of those, they'll pull like 2 comics. But since I got 2, they pulled 4. So out of those 4 comics, I have to pick 2 of them. So out of those, Venom number 1.
Nice. That was the $5 one?
Yeah, that was out of
so
$5.
That's a regular Venom number 1, right?
Yeah.
I think that goes for more than $5, right? It doesn't go for what Noel goes for, number 3, but I think it goes for more than $5. So that's already ahead.
I was going to say too. I think the number 1 that I have is actually the variant, like the black and white variant. So,
yeah, I thought you got in on Venom late. I think so. I think you have. It's the variant, obviously, because it's a different cover, but I think it's even a later printing.
Yeah.
So that's nice. That's perfect for you.
So then also number 2, pull number 2 out of there.
Oh. So are these ones you saw? Or this is another random pool that ended up being Venom?
Well, on the pools, they'll have different categories set up. So they'll have a box of Venom, box of Spawn, various characters. So I picked, obviously, 2 pools of the Venom.
Okay.
And then out of the 4 that were there, I picked those 2.
Nice.
Next up is the variant edition of Venom First Post number 1.
Oh, I just won that.
Yeah. See that? That's cool.
Yeah.
All right. Next up is the Witching Hour Part 2 of Wonder Woman.
I need her.
Kind of a shiny cover. They have that one.
Yeah, I really like that story, man. The Witching Hour story. What does that say? Part 2? Yeah.
Yeah, Part 2.
I really like that. I really like that story. I'm not even a big Wonder Woman guy, but it's Wonder Woman and Justice League Dark, so that was a good time. I think I have the B covers though on that because that cover doesn't look familiar.
Yeah, it's kind of got like her cape shiny, and there's kind of like raised details on it.
Yeah.
All right, so next up is Edge of Venom number 5, direct edition.
Venomverse. I'd like to read that one day. I didn't read that.
Yeah. I know I need
Hey,
to.
hey, Jerry, I gotta hop into the chat because I gotta walk back into work. Okay, I'll keep watching them. Okay, I'll see you later. Nice books, like always. Comics Elite's best customer right here. I'll see you in a minute. All right, I'll talk to you in the chat.
All right, so just as a recap, Edge of Venomverse number 5, The Witching Hour Part 2 of Wonder Woman 56, and as you probably heard me and Chris talking about, in these black areas, it's raised up. You can't tell, obviously, in this camera. And this cape is a shinier red. It's actually a very beautiful book. And this is actually added one of the damage. There's a little bit of damage right here. Not too bad, though. All right. Venom First Host number 1 variant edition. Venom number 2. Okay, this is the 4th printing. I see that down there. 4th printing of Venom number 2. Let's see, what time is it? 12:26. I'm good on time. All right, and this is Venom number 1. First print. And this wasn't out of a damage, and I see no damage on it. So, well, maybe a little bit right there, but I don't think it was out of a damage bundle. All right. Next up was The Dark Knight Returns Golden Child number 1. I'm getting the message. Oh, no, I didn't. I hate those messages. I've been approved, pre-qualified for a lower payment on my home. So next up was Fallen Angels number 6. Hey, Chris. Now, what you guys can't see, and I kind of think I know where they're talking about the little bit of damage. Right at the top, you can see this line. That actually goes around to the back. So, I beg to question if that's a printing error. If anybody knows, let me know. Oh, interesting. So, on the inside here, about right there. Yeah, I don't think it's color rub though, because it's kind of it's a line that, okay, I see a tear up there too, so that's probably part of the damage. So there's a tear like right there, but you can see this line, it went all the way around, and right here, where is it? Okay. See, oh, it's kind of hard to show there. Oh, it'll lift up for me, but it's almost like there's 2 pieces of paper that's right there. Wonder if that'll show. See, there's 2 pieces of paper that's in there. It's weird. I wonder if any more of the book has that. No, not on the inside pages, but huh. Yeah, even on the back here, you kind of see a line there, and the paper kind of overlaps and comes down a little bit. It's really weird. As a matter of fact, See that? It's overlapped. So that's probably what the damage was on this book. That's interesting. But also too, there was a little bit of a tear at the top there. So even if, say, it was something that happened during the manufacturing process or the printing process, CGC or anybody else would probably still get that little tear. All right, next up was Absolute Carnage #2 Codex variant signed by Stegman and Donny Cates. With Koa. Also, and I'm surprised they didn't put these other 2 books in top loaders. That's weird. But they did put them in Mylar. Absolute Carnage Cult of Carnage variant signed by both Ryan Stegman. Kind of got gold up there. And Donny Cates again. And of course with Koa. Also, my other. Oh, you know what? I didn't recognize that last time. All of these were actually double signature. So Venom #12, Chicago Comic and Entertainment Expo C2E2 exclusive with Stegman and again Donny Cates. I didn't see that there before, but it's there. So that's cool. 3 double signatures. Couldn't have went any better for that yank. All right, next up is Edge of Venomverse #1 variant. Web of Venom Carnage Born #1 variant. And of course, I mentioned it earlier, and I can't remember it again. But here's this Virgin variant. I think it was Absolute Carnage as well. No, Lethal Protector. Absolute Carnage, Lethal Protector, Virgin variant. Come on, dude. And last up was Amazing Spider-Man. Amazing Spider-Man #1, Virgin variant of one of my favorite characters, Venom. Yeah, that Carnage is cool, man. All of these are cool. Comics Elite. And then I have another C2E2 exclusive variant from them coming of Wolverine #1. That was a pretty sick cover. And from Trinity Comics, I have that. What was that? Venom the End #1. That Clayton Crane cover was sick. And then lastly, on this Cameron Johnson art print with a remark, which is pretty awesome. Yes, it is. So these art prints, the last one I got, signed by Cameron, I got from Comics Elite as well. He didn't have this one at that time of that recording or that live video. So you can actually find him on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. And he has pictures of all of his art prints, and you can order directly from him. I friended him on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. I talked to him on Instagram. I talked to him on Facebook Messenger, and he got back to me really quick. And we hooked it up. I bought that print from him. I told him I'd really like a remark, but I only have like $5 left on my budget. And he said, "Hey, go ahead and add that $5 in. I'll do that remark for you." So that was really cool. I know on Comics Elite remarks I think are going for like 15 to $20. So I mean, I almost shouldn't have said that. Don't go swamping him with saying I only got $5 left. Can you do a remark? Because they all got to make their money. But I mean, he did that cool for me, so it's really appreciated. Other than that, guys, that is all. I do have another book coming in from Comics Elite. I don't even know what it is. They sent me, they Facebook messaged me the tracking info. It said it was like one book. I'm still waiting for a graded book from them, but they said it wasn't that because it was just in a regular Gemini mailer. So curious to see, maybe I won something that I didn't know about, or they forgot to throw something in. He was being cool. Yeah, he was being very cool. That's the first time I've ever talked to an artist and they've done that, so I can't compare it to anybody else. But yeah, he was really cool about that. He talked to me, and that was really cool. So, and his art's great. I mean, that Wolverine cover and that that Darth Vader cover was really sick. So, all right, guys, that's it. Thank you everybody for watching. Anybody who watches the video later, thank you very much. If I remember, I'll try to put a link to Cameron's Twitter and Instagram in the description. All right, thanks a lot, guys. Bye-bye. Later, Chris. Have a good day at work.